Mayor Monday time, and this morning we're headed to one of Oregon's largest suburban communities, also known for being a shopper's paradise.
That's right. Many of you know the city of Tigard as being home of Washington Square, as well as Bridgeport Village. And joining us live with some important updates for a city is Tigard Mayor Jason Snider. Good morning, Mayor.
Good morning, Ken and Emily. How are you?
We're great. How
We are
about
doing
yourself?
well. Thank you for asking. Well, let's talk about Tigard. You've experienced some pretty significant growth over the past few years, and how has that manifested itself in your city?
Well, growth is going to happen no matter what. A lot of people talk about wanting to sort of control it, and the reality is people need a place to live, and they're going to come to our community because it's a very desirable place. So our goals and objectives there are to make sure that we are planning for it, whether we're talking about our parks and recreation system or many other things, our transportation system. We just need to be prepared.
When you talk about that growth of your parks and recreation system, at Tigard, I think that's one of the things that people really appreciate about the community is having that access to green space. So what does the future look like for you?
We have a vision for our parks program to be able to have every member of our community reach a park within a 10-minute walk. That's our future vision, and we have a lot of work to do to make that happen. We have some awesome parks. You're showing pictures of many of them right now. Dirksen Nature Park right there, and Cook Park, and that's a picture of an inclusive playground at Cook Park, which is a new feature. And we want our community to be able to access our parks. That means that in some areas where we don't have parks within a 10-minute walk, we're buying land and developing them, and we have a couple parks. Bagan Park is going to be coming online very soon, and so will Steve Street Park. Both of those are parks that are in areas where people are kind of in a park desert right now in our community.
One of the other things happening there is there's something happening with Hall Boulevard. Everybody knows Hall Boulevard, very well-known thoroughfare. There's a jurisdictional transfer. So tell us about that, and why is this transfer important for the city of Tigard?
Well, it's critical for us to be able to plan for growth, as I was talking about a moment ago, but we just had a very tragic incident on Hall Boulevard that just highlights why we're working so hard on this. But everything from the pavement condition of Hall Boulevard, which is very poor, it's currently owned by the state, by the Oregon Department of Transportation, and is just poorly maintained. It's the street we get the most complaints about, related with people in our community thinking that it's our street that we own and maintain. And we actually take pride in our street and pavement condition, and Hall Boulevard is a big exception to that. But it's also not safe for pedestrians. It just doesn't meet the needs of our community, and we unfortunately just had a tragic death of a pedestrian on Hall Boulevard in the last couple of weeks. I actually testified to the Oregon Transportation Commission last Thursday, advocating for them to fund the transfer, because we need the road to be in a state of good repair when it comes to us, so that we're not inheriting really dilapidated facility that needs $20 to $30 million worth of work.
When is this transfer supposed to be effective?
Not clear. That's dependent on the funding and figuring out how to get the road in condition that we can take it in. So there is not a definite timeline, but hopefully soon.
But yeah, hopefully through one way or another, then the road will see some much needed repairs, and eventually you'll be able to take it over and maintain. I know that's good news for drivers in that area for sure, and pedestrians as well. Switching gears here, Mayor, I want to talk a little bit about COVID recovery. We've lifted the mask mandates now for Oregon and Washington State, and hopefully looking like we're getting on the other side of this pandemic. But in terms of economic recovery, that's going to be an ongoing thing. Where does Tigard stand with that?
Well, I'm cautiously optimistic, like you, that we are starting to see the near the end of the pandemic, but time will tell. Regardless, we have to continue supporting our community and our businesses to recover from the pandemic. And to date, we have we have provided $2.8 million to 591 businesses in our community to support our community, and then over $700,000 in business assistance loans. And we know the needs continue to evolve. And so last Tuesday, the council just allocated another $100,000 in American Recovery Plan Act funds to support businesses that are in critical need of financial assistance. And those grants are going to start to be available as early as the week of April 4th. So I would encourage businesses in our community that still are being impacted by COVID to make sure that they look up the new information about our latest program and access it if they need it.
Thank you very much, Tigard Mayor Jason Snider. We appreciate the updates. Lots going on in the city of Tigard. You have a great day.
Thank you.
And to stay up to date on what's happening in Tigard and cities all across the metro, you can check out our Mayor Monday segments on KOIN.com. Just click on the AM Extra tab.